Assalamu alaikum! Welcome back to DigiHub Learning. Today, we're going on an exciting journey thousands of years into the past.
Have you ever wondered how people solved math problems before computers, calculators, or even electricity? Let's discover the answer together. Thousands of years ago, people had no computers and no calculators. They had to count everything by themselves.
The easiest way to count was by using their own fingers. Your hands became the world's first counting tool.
But imagine counting 100 sheep with only 10 fingers. That would be very difficult. So people looked for better ways to count. They started using small stones instead of fingers.
Each stone represented one sheep, one animal, or one object. This made counting much easier.
Different civilizations also used shells, seeds, sticks, and bones to keep track of numbers.
As trade grew bigger, people had to count more goods, more animals, and more money every day.
Counting with stones was helpful, but it was still slow, and mistakes happened very often.
Did you make a mistake?
Yes, people needed a better solution.
People didn't count only animals. They also counted food, tools, clothes, and many other important things every single day.
Farmers counted their crops to know how much food they had for their families and for selling in the market.
Merchants counted coins and products every day. Accurate counting helped them buy and sell fairly.
Teachers also used small stones to help children understand numbers and learn basic mathematics.
People grouped objects together. For example, 10 stones could represent the number 10, making large numbers easier to count.
But stones could be lost or mixed up. When that happened, people had to count everything again.
Carrying hundreds of stones was heavy and inconvenient, especially for merchants traveling long distances.
People needed a smarter, faster, and more reliable way to count large numbers without making mistakes.
Take a close look at this amazing invention. It may look simple, but thousands of years ago, it completely changed the way people solved math problems. This need led to one of history's greatest inventions, the abacus, the world's first counting machine. We'll explore it in our next lesson.
Now, we will learn the amazing history of computers. Let's travel from the first counting tool to today's smart computers.
The computer we use today was not made in one day. It took thousands of years to grow and improve. Many great inventions helped create the modern computer.
The first famous counting tool was the abacus. It was invented about 5,000 years ago. People used it to add, subtract, multiply, and divide numbers.
Each bead represents a value. By moving the beads into different positions, people could create numbers and solve calculations.
The abacus is made of a wooden frame with rods and colorful beads. Each bead helps people count numbers quickly and correctly.
We moved the beads with our fingers to solve math problems. It was much faster than counting with fingers or stones. The abacus made counting money and numbers so quick and easy.
Wow, that was fast.
Yes, it helped us all trade much better.
The answer is 500 coins. That's correct.
Yes, thank you so much.
A pleasure doing business. The abacus was a great invention, but people wanted even faster tools. So, new calculating machines were invented. The next important invention was Napier's bones. It made multiplication and division much easier than before. Let's learn how it worked. In 1617, a Scottish mathematician named John Napier invented Napier's bones. It was a simple tool for solving math problems.
Napier's bones were not real bones. They were small rods made of wood, ivory, or metal, with numbers written on them. Napier's bones made math easier for students, teachers, and scientists. It was an important step in the history of computers. People used these rods to multiply and divide numbers more quickly. It helped reduce mistakes in calculations. After Napier's bones, people wanted a machine that could calculate automatically. Then, Pascaline was invented. Let's explore it next.
In 1642, Blaise Pascal invented the Pascaline. It was the world's first mechanical calculator.
The Pascaline used wheels and gears to calculate numbers. It worked without using fingers or beads.
Blaise Pascal made this machine to help his father with tax calculations. It saved time and reduced mistakes.
The Pascaline could add and subtract numbers quickly. It was much faster than doing math by hand. The Pascaline was a great invention, but scientists wanted a machine that could do even more. Next came the stepped reckoner.
In 1673, Gottfried Wilhelm Leibniz invented the stepped reckoner.
It was more powerful than the Pascaline.
The stepped reckoner used gears and a special stepped drum to solve bigger math problems.
It could add, subtract, multiply, and divide. This made it much more useful than earlier machines.
This machine inspired many future inventors.
It was an important step toward modern computers.
Many years later, a brilliant inventor named Charles Babbage designed a new machine called the difference engine. It changed the future of computing forever.
In 1822, Charles Babbage designed the difference engine. It was a new kind of calculating machine.
The difference engine could solve difficult math problems automatically. It was much more advanced than older machines.
It is done. The final calculation is perfect.
Yes, it works. We have reduced the errors.
This is a triumph. No more mistakes.
Charles Babbage had an even bigger idea. He wanted to build a machine that could follow instructions and solve many different problems.
This new machine was called the Analytical Engine.
Many people believe it was the first design of a modern computer.
In 1837, Charles Babbage designed the Analytical Engine.
It was the first design for a general-purpose computer.
The machine used punched cards to give instructions. Today, we call these instructions a program.
The Analytical Engine was never fully built, but its ideas are used in every modern computer today.
Indeed, her ingenuity lives on.
Because of his amazing ideas, Charles Babbage is known as the father of the computer. His work changed the future forever.
Meet Ada Lovelace. She worked with Charles Babbage and believed computers could do much more than math.
Ada wrote step-by-step instructions for the Analytical Engine. These instructions are called a program.
Her ideas showed that a machine could follow instructions to solve problems automatically. Incredible!
That is why Ada Lovelace is known as the world's first computer programmer.
Yeah.
Her ideas inspired future programmers.
The next big invention was the tabulating machine. It used punched cards to process information much faster. Let's see how it worked.
In 1890, Herman Hollerith invented the tabulating machine. It used punched cards to process information faster.
Each punched card stored information using small holes. The machine could read these holes quickly and correctly.
The tabulating machine helped count the 1890 US Census. It finished the work much faster than people could do by hand. This invention saved a lot of time and reduced mistakes. Wow. It became an important step in the development of computers. As technology improved, scientists built larger and smarter machines. In 1944, the Harvard Mark I opened a new chapter in computer history.
In 1944, the Harvard Mark I was completed. It was one of the world's first large automatic computers.
Absolutely incredible.
The Harvard Mark I was very large. It used electrical parts and mechanical parts to solve calculations automatically.
The calculations are flawless.
It's much faster than we anticipated.
Yes, completely accurate. This will revolutionize our research.
The Harvard Mark I was very big and slow compared to today's computers. But it was a huge step forward in computer history. Soon after the Harvard Mark I, an even more powerful computer was built. It was called ENIAC.
In 1945, ENIAC was built by J. Presper Eckert and John Mauchly. It was one of the first electronic general-purpose computers.
ENIAC used about 18,000 vacuum tubes. These tubes helped the computer process information electronically.
ENIAC was much faster than earlier machines. It could solve difficult calculations in a very short time.
ENIAC was as big as a room. Today, a small laptop is much more powerful than ENIAC. From the simple Abacus to the powerful ENIAC, every invention helped shape the computers we use today. Let's quickly review what we learned today. Every invention helped make computers smarter and faster. We learned about the Abacus, Pascaline, Charles Babbage's machines, the Tabulating Machine, Harvard Mark I, and ENIAC. Today's computers are small, fast, and powerful because of these amazing inventions from the past.
Quiz time. Can you answer this question? What was the first counting tool? Write your answer in the comments below.
Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and turn on the bell icon. See you in the next lesson on DigiHub Learning. Goodbye.